everyone, this is Andre and welcome to my videos. In these videos, I will tell you how to determine texture of soil with the qualitative method. So if we want to know the texture of soil, we can do this step, and before it, we must prepare the tools and materials in this trial. So the tools and materials in this trial is water that I have in the receptacle, and the soil in the receptacle too. And then we going to the step. The first step that we must to do is take the soil to our hand like this, and we put the water. And the next step is we squeeze the soil like this, and we try to forming the soils to be a ball like this. If we can do this, we can go into the next step, and if we cannot do this, that's meaning the texture of soil is sand. And the next step we will do, create the soil to be a tape with the head and push it like this. We can hit and put it, and we can do that like this. Okay, after that, if we can do the third step, that's meaning we going to the next step. And if we cannot do the third step, that's meaning the texture of soil is sandy loam. And the next step, we look to the third step. When we create the tape and soil will break and falls down, we can taking the broken and falls soil like this, and we can measure the length of the soil with the ruler. So in the first step, we will know the texture of soil with the any classification. So the classification is, if the soil less of 2.5 cm, that means the soil is the loam group. And before it, we must know the fields of soil like root or smooth. So to know the fields from soil, we can do this. We can put the soil to our hands and we add the water. After that, we will feel what soil texture. So when I do this, I feel the texture of soil is root dominant. And the next step, we can measure the soil like this. Three centimeter. And the next step, we look to the classification that if the length of the soil is less of 2.5 cm and the field is root dominant, that means the texture of soil is sandy loam. And if the field is smooth dominant, that's meaning the texture of soil is silty loam. And if the field is same, that's meaning rough and smooth, the texture of soil is low. And the next classification is if the soil length 2.5 till 5 centimeter, and that's meaning the soil is clay loam group. And we look to the fields that we filled. If the soil root dominant, that's meaning the texture of soil is sandy clay loam. And if the smooth dominant, that's meaning the texture of soil is silty clay loam. And if the same fields that we filled, it's the meaning texture of soil is clay loam. And the last is if the soil length more than 5 centimeter and we fill the root dominant, that's meaning the texture of soil is sandy clay. And if the field smooth dominant, that's meaning the texture of soil is silty clay. And if the same field that we fill, it's the meaning texture of soil is clay. And one more thing, if the field of the soil absolutely smooth, that's the meaning texture of soil is silt. So guys, I want to tell you about plantation crops. That means the best texture of soil for plantation crops. So the best texture of soil for plantation crops is clay groups, that is sandy clay. Because in the sandy clay texture, the soil have a lot of nutrients in the soil, and that is best for plantation crops. So guys, that is a step to know the texture of soil with the qualitative method. Thank you for watching this video, and I say thank you for you all, and see you soon in the next step videos. Bye!